Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've done a video and I figured I'd finally test out the camera on my iPhone and do a little review of something I got the other day, the Amazon Kindle 3. I know it doesn't say 3 on the box there, and Amazon doesn't like to present it as the Kindle 3, but that's what it is, the third generation Kindle. The box itself is pretty standard. I kind of expected it to say a little more than just Amazon Kindle, but what you gonna do? Well, a weird thing about the box is it had one of those like rip tie deals. Like, you know how like trash can or trash bag boxes, they have like the little rip things you have to rip off before you can open it? Or like UPS packages. So UPS made me rip a box open in order to rip another box open. I thought that was weird, but try to open this up with one hand. Kindle's not inside because it's set aside for now, but pretty basic. It comes with your basic accordion style quick start guide that I'm pretty sure no one really reads, but it's nice to have. The Kindle itself is in here. I got a nice little carrying case also off Amazon.com. It was about $10 actually. It has this very strong magnet for it, because I mean, look at that. So it's very nice, and of course this is the Kindle itself. See Amazon Kindle right there. This is the one of the start screens. Let's see. Kindle, to arouse or inspire, light or to set fire. Not sure I would want that to be the name of my ebook if it, inspires, pyromania and arousal, but eh, Amazon knows what they're doing, I guess. The typical home screen, I guess. When you take it in sleep mode, it does a bunch of different things with the e-ink, as they call it, and I don't know how well you'll be able to tell with this, but it looks really good. And from what I've heard, the e-ink itself, where everything's uh, broadcasted onto the screen, it doesn't actually use any of the battery life. I've heard if you leave the wireless on, it comes with free 3G wireless capabilities, which is awesome if you choose to pay the extra money for the 3G, because it's free throughout its WhisperNet setup. But I mean, it's great. If you leave that on, you get like a 10-day battery life on one charge. If you leave it off, you can get up to 1 month battery life. And I've barely hit a dent in it, and I've had it for 48 hours now. Before I turn on the keyboard, I have to admit I'm not exactly a huge fan of the actual keyboard. I feel like the lettering is too far away. I always end up hitting the button next to the actual button I want to hit. Um, it takes me a while to even type on it because the buttons are just laid out weird. So I am not a fan of the button layout of it. And plus, when I'm going down on this little D-pad thing here, I always accidentally hit the back button. And that completely screws up everything I'm trying to do. So, let's go ahead and switch it on here. Pretty green light. It switches, and here's the home menu. Go down here so I can make this point. As you can see, it looks pretty well. You use these things here to switch pages. These ones, the larger ones, are the forward ones. These smaller ones are the go backs. And another complaint is when I accidentally hit one of the buttons and I want to go back a page, I always end up hitting this one just out of sheer, repetition. And I always end up hitting I still hit the go forward button rather than the go back button. So that's another thing. They should have made either this side forward and this side back, or at least made the back button on this side bigger, because just common knowledge, you want to go back a page, you automatically go to the left. But pretty cool finding things. It still does have like a page number finding thing, and like I said, the e-ink is actually pretty cool. As you see, there's the cover of the book. It's ESPN. Those guys have all the fun, the inside world of ESPN. And I do have the real book, and yeah, you can tell it looks good, and it looks really good compared to. I mean, granted, it's in black and white, but it still looks really good. And you think about it, this is 8 or not, no, 1.8 ounces. This is 800 pages. I don't know about you, but I'd rather, carry that thing. So, I bought the actual book version before I decided to get the Kindle, but I don't regret buying the same book twice because I paid about $28 for the book and about $12 for the ebook version. So I am not complaining in the slightest. The main reason why I decided to get the Kindle is textbooks. I found that 7 out of the 10 textbooks that I need for the upcoming school semester were on Kindle, and for seriously discounted prices too. I mean, it was absolutely bizarre. If I bought all the textbooks I needed new or fairly new, it would cost me around $250 to $300. I paid about $75 for all the ebooks on here, and as you can see, rental. Don't know if you can actually read that there. Don't know why everything's all blurry all of a sudden, but yeah, rental. You can actually rent textbooks on here, and more than one of these are rentals, by the way. I don't know why only one's popping up, but I checked online, and they are still counted as rentals, and it's a fantastic deal. You pay for as long as you actually need the book, and I think it's a great thing. And another thing that I noticed about the Kindle that I didn't ever think would ever happen here, they actually have games. Not kidding, like Monopoly. Yeah, the board game Monopoly is on an Amazon Kindle. It's pretty bizarre in my opinion. I mean, you take a look here. I mean, look, community chest. Life insurance matures. Collect $100. And I'm a huge Monopoly fan, and I have it on my iPhone already, and I probably wasted money actually paying around $4 or $5 for a Kindle version of this, but why not? It's like let's see, Pennsylvania Avenue right there. Why not? Let's buy that. But yeah, I'm getting off of that right now. But yeah, I've got a huge enjoyment out of this so far. Another good thing about it, like classics like Treasure Island, Yo Ho Ho and a Bottle of Rum, is actually free on the Kindle. Like stuff like Pride and Prejudice, stuff like A Christmas Story, those are actually free in the Kindle store, which you can like download either off Amazon.com or off the 3G or Wi-Fi that your Kindle is able to access. And you don't actually need a Kindle to get the benefits of the Kindle, because it's also on PC, on Mac, and I would show you the iPhone version, but as I said, I'm recording this on an iPhone, so that's my little brief review of the Kindle 3. I've gotten a pretty good deal so far. I paid about $189 for the Kindle itself. $10 for the case, or about $200 minus shipping and handling, because I didn't actually pay for shipping and handling. So $200 altogether. I got a pretty decent deal, and that's not counting the books I actually paid for. As I mentioned, about $25-$30 for the ESPN book, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the complete collection, all 5 volumes of it, and the Monopoly game, plus the $75-$80 I spent for the actual textbooks. And as you can see, the screen looks pretty well lit. You don't have any of the backlit problems you would have with like an iPad or anything like that. Overall, I recommend it. If you have the $200 to spend on a Kindle, I recommend it.